did I dream? Oh, little 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 did I dream?
Salute YouTube. It's your boy Ride or God Podcast. I'm doing my own little struggle stream today. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Today I just decided to just kind of do my own little struggle stream because like the age-old adage goes, you know, if you can't find the content that you're looking for, then make it. Make the content that you're looking for. And that's what I'm doing right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just going to just be riffing. This is going to be a little freestyle. I'm probably not going to keep this up. I don't know if this is on brand, but I wanted to go over a couple topics, like I said in the thumbnail, which I need to go ahead and just edit it. I made a error. I said Merry Xmas. It's Xmas, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. But number one, I wanted to kind of go over today being Christmas again. Merry Christmas. Like, what the fuck is up with all this Merry Xmas shit? Like, you don't get to do that. And this is what I mean about black men today, man. Like, there should be no fucking reason why a space of black men is talking about some Merry Xmas. So you gonna X out the name of God, the title of God? You gonna X God out of his own fucking holiday? It's his holiday. And I get it with the whole winter solstice, and it really started with the paganism and all that bullshit. Okay, fine. But then just don't say fucking nothing. Don't say nothing at all. What the fuck? Don't say shit. If you ain't rocking with Jesus, don't say Merry Xmas. Don't say Merry Christmas. Don't say Happy Holidays. Don't say nothing. Go over there, do your thing. We can't help the fact that the whole fucking world stops to celebrate the birth of Christ, the birth of the Messiah. We can't help that shit. Like, that's just the way it fucking is. So, like, bruh, that's the number one thing I want to talk about is like, yo, why are y'all around here talking about some Merry Xmas? But another thing I wanted to touch on was that fucking epic live stream that Angryman did about Kevin Samuels. And I just wanted to, because like I said, if you can't find the content that you're looking for, make your own. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm probably gonna pull this down. This isn't really on brand for me. But I know it's a holiday, but my son opened up his gifts first thing in the fucking morning. I still had matter in my eye. Like we say down south, we call it cold or sleep. Still got cold in my eye, still got sleep in my eye. And we got up and opened our presents, called the family on FaceTime, thank them for their gifts. We done ate and got fat and full, so it ain't shit else to do. I'm actually off. I'm not picking up my fucking laptop. I work too much. I'm taking a whole fucking vacation even after this Christmas holiday break is over. So I'm like, man, let me go on YouTube. Now, the one day that I have time to come on YouTube, it's a holiday that celebrates the birth of my Lord, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And, everybody's celebrating it. I see, okay, cool. But then if you're going to celebrate it, fucking celebrate it. I can't stand all the niggas in this space always talking shit about Christians and Jesus and the Bible and Bible believers. And then, but you observing our fucking holiday. You feel that way, nigga? Call your job and say, no, fuck that. I'm still working. I'm being facetious right now, but it's like, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all don't celebrate our shit, but y'all celebrate our shit. Y'all talk y'all talk crap about our God, but then you celebrating his holiday, and then you want to fucking remove his name from his shit. Make it make sense. You're going to remove Christ from Christmas. Christmas means Christ to the masses. Yes, it started, just to give the kind of history, if you don't know the history, everybody used to be pagan. All the world powers were pagan in terms of their religions. Then when the religion of Christianity started growing, and it really, the bulk of it in terms of Gentiles, that really it can be attributed to Constantine. He made it where Christianity was no longer illegal, so Christians weren't hunted down and murdered and tortured to death. He made it where you could legally be a Christian and still hold certain offices and blah 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 blah. And so they were then faced with this entire fucking world, in terms of like the entire civilized world, engaging all these pagan practices and beliefs and holidays. And so because of that, they they had to figure out a way, how are we going to, like, basically integrate Christianity with our people, because our people are used to celebrating on these days. Our whole system is built around, this is when we take off, kind of like what's going on right fucking now. You got to take off on this day, even if you quote unquote don't believe on it, but don't believe in Christ, because everybody's closed, right? So they were faced with a similar situation, and because this day is like, I believe it was a winter solstice. It was like the shortest day of sunlight of the year, than those pagan beliefs. And so that was the belief that after this day now, their God is reborn. The light starts, the days start being longer again. They chose this time to say Christmas. No, fuck that sun god worship shit. No, we gonna worship Christ as the Son of God. Bars. On this day instead. And so I get why there are Christians who are like, yo, I'm not rocking with Christmas, because number one, we know that Christ was not born on December 25th, because in terms of the biblical account of Mary and Joseph not being able to get any lodging in the inn, and they had to therefore sleep in with the animals in the manger. Um, we know that that would never have happened in the winter, because they would have died of exposure. So it was not in the winter. What's so interesting is a lot of people say that um, it was around my birthday, which I'm not gonna say my birthday is, but some people believe he was actually born on my birthday, or I should say I was born on his actual birthday. But we don't know the exact day of his birthday, and it doesn't matter. Even celebrating birthdays, I believe, is like a pagan thing. So that's another thing. Christians who don't want to celebrate Christmas, don't want to say Christmas, whatever, because of the pagan prehistory of it, right? Well, do you celebrate your birthday? Christians be around here trying to say, oh, it's a pagan thing, but okay, well then at quote unquote Easter time, are you saying happy resurrection instead of happy Easter? Are you saying happy Passover? It's like, just make sure you keep that same energy on every other fucking holiday. I love how people like to pick and choose, what to be fucking like, devout about. I get it. To be honest, I don't have a Christmas tree. I don't do any of that, but I do tell my son, this is the day that we celebrate Jesus's birthday. That's how you talk to him. Oh shit, somebody in the house. Hey, what up, Doug? It's still pagan. Christmas tree's pagan. No, I get it. I get it. All holidays are pagan. I mean, you got to understand that pagan religions were the religions of old. And so I get what you're saying, Doug, in terms of like that is where it began. But they did, basically that's not what it means anymore. That's why I don't hold it against anybody who like, yo, that's it, I'm out. I'm not celebrating Christmas. Like I said, I don't put up trees. I do give my son gifts because I want, and that's another thing we got to keep in mind too, Black men who are actually believers in Christ. How are you going to transfer the culture to your child if you're not doing something in your house, in your life, in your culture that instills the belief of Christ in that child? That's the way I choose to do it. Is I say, on your birthday, if it falls on a Wednesday, we'll celebrate it on that Friday. I'll say, this is what we're doing with Christ. We don't know when he was born, but this is the day that the whole world sets aside to say, we're going to acknowledge that the Son of God, the Messiah, came into creation on this day. You know, that's how I do it. But I don't mind anybody who's like, yo, it's pagan. I'm not rocking with it like you do. My only thing is like, yo, okay, if that's the case, then just make sure you have that same energy with every holiday, like you were saying. All holidays are pagan. Just keep that same energy, and I don't mind. I don't know about that. I believe it still means this holiday isn't about the birth of Christ. And but I get it. You're right, Doug. I don't disagree with that because at the end of the day, it has become this fucking like commercial, capitalistic, disgusting, like Santa Claus. Like, what the fuck is that? I know some of the history behind that, but that is demonic and pagan. I mean, there are some people who say it wasn't. It was this nice old man who used to go around and give kids gifts. But like you said, it has mutated and metastasized into something that is far removed from Christ. That's why I don't mind that, but my thing is in what about Merry Xmas? What just don't do a Merry anything. Don't say a Happy Holidays. My point is why are people saying Merry Xmas? They are literally replacing the word Christ with an X. They're literally saying happy holidays, but these are the holidays. I get the history of it, Doug, but these are the holidays that the world has said, F all of that history, it means Christ to me. You and I can disagree and say, nah, because it has those pagan roots, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not blaming you on that. And I agree with you on that. But what I'm talking about are the people who don't have that energy and just say, well, I'm just going to say Merry Xmas or Happy Holidays. It's like, nah, bro. You don't get to have it both ways. Like, fuck out of here. But I agree with you, Doug. Me and you on the same page. That's why I said, what is this Merry Xmas? If you don't rock with it, those people shouldn't be saying Merry Xmas at all. They shouldn't be saying anything at all. But don't X out Christ's name. That was the point I was getting at. But yeah, man. So it's like, that's my whole thing is like, as black men, how are we going to transfer culture to our kids if we get wrapped up on those things? I get it. The way I choose to do it is, like I said, yo, this ain't the day he was born, but we give each other gifts on this day. It's just like I remember when I lived in LA one time, man, I went and bought like 2 pairs of True Religion jeans, and them shits was high as hell. And then I went and looked in the inside of them, and it had Buddha on the inside of the jeans. And I was like, yo, yo, yo. I'm thinking True Religion is just like some kind of like facetious kind of throw off. It was like, now they were saying Buddhism is the true religion. I threw away 2 pairs of True Religion jeans. So I know, like, yo, I don't play. If it turns out that it has those roots, I keep that same energy most of the time. But I just see the holiday of Christmas as a great tool to teach our children, not no Santa Claus and no bullshit like that. A great tool to teach our children, like, this is the day that the world celebrates his birthday. I believe people say happy holidays now because it's a way to not offend those that do not celebrate the birth of Christ, since this country's become more diverse. Agreed. Agreed. I think that's definitely at work. That's what I have to say, because if someone doesn't celebrate Christmas, I could offend them if they're not a Christian. So that is the thing. But I'm talking about black men in this space, black people in this space. Whether you like it or not, we come from Christianity. Technically, we are not Africans. Technically, we are not Americans. We are a hybrid. We were Africans who were sold by Africans, our own fucking people, into slavery, and then brought over to this country. Now we have to be assimilated. We were assimilated into this country's what's up, my son? I'm sorry, my bad. My son right here. What you say? Okay, good job. Good job. Wear your headphones. So yeah, man, it's like we got brought over here, and so now we are this weird fucking hybrid where it's like we're both African and American, but we're neither at the same time. Shout out, I want to say, did BGS first say that? I might have heard Edward Anderson, somebody say that BGS may have said, or maybe there's something about like we're like a failed experiment as a race. But yeah, man, we were brought here, and now so we don't have a real culture. So our culture is just like this amalgamation of all this other bullshit. But in terms of, that's at the origins. But what brought us together? Christ. The slaves got out of slavery believing on that word. looking at the children of Israel, how God delivered them from Pharaoh and slavery in Egypt, and saying he is going to do the same thing to us. That is how these strange tribes from all these different, not all, but from the western part of Africa, the Ivory Coast, that's all these different tribes who were sold by their own fucking kinsmen into slavery became united. And that's what black people don't understand. It is religion that unites a people. And it's like black men want to like sit around here complaining about why we can't come together, why we can't, get on one accord. It's because we don't believe in anything. We don't believe in anything. We have no united belief system. And let me tell you, look at the history. All these dudes around here want to like point to data and all that in history. Look at the history. The history is there is no fucking people that has ever existed that ever did not come together on one line of culture, one accord of some type of culture. This is our God. This is what we believe in. These people, you think these people were devout in their religions? They weren't devout. They did what the fuck they want to do. But in terms of what we're going to raise our kids on and who is our God, whether we're going to do what the hell he say or not, this is our God. This is our religion. You can't have shit without that connective tissue. And this space bears that out. Moving on to the next topic with Angryman and Kevin Samuels. My bad. I had to take a swig of water. That shit was crazy. The way I see it is, now my thing about Angryman, I just discovered. Well, first, let me start at the beginning, right? I am a dude who came into this space because of the Kevin Samuels Average at Best video. I used to watch, for YouTube, I used to watch a shitload of Joe Budden, a shitload of Breakfast Club. I used to watch pranks, music videos, dumb shit like that. That was what I used YouTube for. But all of a sudden, I kept getting this notification with the Average at Best chick faced on it. And it was like, bro, I also would watch a lot of conservative media, right? I would watch Steven Crowder. I would watch, Fox News clips. I would watch Ben Shapiro. This is where I got a lot of that. I would watch Anthony Brian Logan during the 2016 election. I was sold for Trump. I was sold out for Trump. So it was like, that was the place. Online was the only place that you can get real media during the 2016 election, because all of the fucking news channels was just pro-Hillary, 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 just kept trying to fucking destroy Trump's presidency. And he hadn't even got a chance to fucking get it off the road, destroy his nomination, destroy his candidacy before he's even president. So YouTube was the only place you could go to get real information that wasn't on this media, this legacy media bias type bullshit. That's how I got deep in, not deep. That's why I spent a lot of time on YouTube. And, but after the election, Trump won. All right, we did our thing. But then at the same time, Trump never like got the point. He kept like feeding into his enemies. Like there was so many times watching Trump, I'm like, Trump, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? Right? It's like, bruh, you are playing right into your enemy's hands. In the end, he lost that fucking election. So that's how I got on YouTube. And then so I guess the algorithm is going to like recommend me shit like that. And then I watch my nigga shit like the Breakfast Club. But I kept seeing this Average at Best chick, her face kind of like a little like deformed. And I was like, who is this chick? Why does YouTube keep putting this weird video up for me to like watch? And then I saw it start getting, it had got a bunch of views. And then full disclosure, I never said this on any other platform, but I'm going to say it here. Though this is gonna sound terrible, man. The one thing that made me really watch that Average at Best video is another person I would watch on block. Okay. Another person I would watch on YouTube was Lovely T, because Lovely T would start doing those damn COVID. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say that word. She started doing the cough call, the Omarion videos. And she would show you like people like passing out over in China, like collapsing. I was like, oh, shucks. So she did a show and she mentioned that same Kevin Samuels video that kept popping up in my feed. And I was like, wait, so that's that same? All right, now let me go look at this. So full disclosure, a black woman ultimately sent me to Kevin Samuels. How fucked up is that? But I had been seeing the video. I just kept ignoring it because why would I watch it? I don't know what this is. I clicked on that video, and that is how I discovered Kevin Samuels, and then through him, everybody in this space. So whenever I talk about what's going on in this space, I talk about it from that perspective of like I learned of this space through Kevin Samuels. And because of that, when I got into this space, I started realizing, like, real talk, I stopped donating to Kevin Samuels to start donating more and spreading out the wealth more to the content creators in this part of the space, this space that's like this part of the space that's like undiscovered. Because I'm like, Kevin Samuels, like, he has enough support. My whole thing with Kevin Samuels is like, yo, we need this win. And for black men to try to sit around here and act like that he has not transformed this space, you're fucking lying. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar from the pit of hell. Because from when that dude first started taking off, we were all sitting back like they are going to take him the fuck out. He is never going. They are going to come. The fucking liberal machines are going to tear him to pieces. And that's why one of the most interesting things that Angryman said was, why did that not happen? And that was a very interesting question that he posed. But, not getting to that in terms of like, that was what it was. So yes, that's right. Black men came together and said, protect Kevin Samuels at all costs. He is finally a black man is making a huge fucking impact on mass media, speaking the talking points. That's another thing. None of us own the fucking talking points. Okay, we don't. That's not a slight at Angryman, because obviously Angryman has a different perspective that is very unique to him. And so therefore, if Kevin Samuels starts saying things that are more in Angryman's wheelhouse, Angryman will be able to recognize that. And then that is on Angryman to fucking address that, right? I could never get in between an Angryman, Kevin Samuels, beef and pick a side. These are OGs of this space. I just fucking learned about this space. It is not my place to do that, right? But in terms of like, it is my place, as is every person with a brain's place, to fucking look at what's going on and then have your own fucking opinion about it. You don't like it, kiss my ass. So, looking at it like that, I'm like, well, hold on now. Kevin Samuels was, this one black man who they would let him actually get to a huge level saying the talking points. And so, yes, I was like, protect this dude, because we cannot have it where nobody can get out there and say the talking points. It's history there with KS. You may be unaware of him with it, him. Yeah, I get it. I know. And I'm not completely aware of that. That's true. That's why I said I'm not getting in between whatever him and AM have going on, because I wasn't here and those videos have been long taken down. And that's why I was trying to say too, like, as a new person to this space, man, we don't even be knowing what the hell done happened. And I don't blame us for that. If we don't know what happened, that's your fault. The OGs, the people who have that content and chose to hide it. If you won't tell the history, you cannot hold me responsible for knowing it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the only history I need to know is the history of God, the history of mankind as recorded in the Holy Bible. Fuck your history, especially if you don't feel the need to share it. If you won't write the history, what they say, history is to the victors. It's the victors who write the history. Well, if you were victorious, write your fucking history. Don't hide it. If you hide it, I can't know it. And I don't care, because you don't care. If you don't care to have the history out there, why should I care? And that's why people can say what they want to about Aaron Fountain. One thing he did do was fucking take Wacky World TV's, whether long videos on the history of the manosphere, and try to condense it. I think he over condensed it. I know he over condensed it. But he, at least somebody tried to say, oh, let's put this together so that people can understand what this space even comes from. I just try to holler at the dude, what's Quez, Black Nubian Quez? I forget his name. He said he's the one who came out with the blackmail collective consciousness. He put his phone number out there. I hollered at him. I said, bro, if you are the dude who really coined the manosphere before Angryman came and recoined it to the black manosphere, yo, I want to holler at you. Because it's like, bro, it's like all this like deep web like history that only certain people know if they were around. A lot of those people are gone. It's like, you can't expect me to know that if you won't put it out there. But no, the point I was making in terms of Kevin Samuels, like, bro, that is why black men came together and said he is to be protected. Because we have to have at least one person. Since, like I said in the topic number one, you won't fucking come together under Christ, right? You won't come together under a God. So if you won't come together under a God, what's going to happen is you're going to have to come together under a man. And man is man. Man is corrupt. Man is evil. And therefore, black men who won't come under God, you are going to be ruled by a snake, period. Because even if he's a man, really he's being ruled by Satan himself. Because that if you're not under God, you're under Satan, period. So it's like, I get it. Black men, the black men who choose to not be under Christ, you're going to be under a man. That's what I see. I see a bunch of factions saying, y'all should all worship at my altar. Like, really think about it. Let me take a swig of water. What is the difference between, let's say, like an Angryman, a Kevin Samuels, and a Creflo Dollar black preacher? What's the difference? Spoiler alert, there is none. It's I'm preaching a gospel, a truth. It's going to resonate with you because you know it's the truth. Now, therefore, give me your money. Tip me, contribute, donate to the cause. That in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm providing you this. I'm not out working, and so therefore donate to the cause so that I can continue to provide you this without having to worry about and getting a job, right? The problem is that is not biblical. So no Christian should ever, especially no man of God, should ever be living off their congregation. You don't not work and then have the congregation donate, and then you take that money and now you living big. You driving nice whips. You got nice jewelry. Your wife got the nicest, but your congregation poor as fuck. Not saying that's what Angryman is. Not saying that's what Kevin Samuels is. Not even saying necessarily that's what Creflo Dollar is. But you get the similarity there. It's like, come and worship at my altar and donate. And therefore, I will then be making money off of your donations. And that is where me as a man of God, I always got to push back. And as much as I love Angry Man, I done donated so much money to Angry Man. It's like, for me to have a child, I shouldn't be donating to nobody. Okay, every dime I got should be going to him or being put up in some type of trust fund for him. But that's how much I love seeing black men win. The same way I felt about Kevin Samuels. It's a black man winning. Support him. And I feel the same way about Angry Man, right? So it's like, and I still support him. Just because I support both of them don't mean I don't have any criticism of them. And if they have a problem with it, they want to take wrenches or block me, oh fucking well. You're not gonna stop me from being able to speak my fucking mind. You never will be able to stop that, right? And I'm under God. I'm not even under YouTube. I'm under God. Come at the man of God you want to. He gonna give you that work. He don't need to use no steel or no nothing else. Come at the man of God you want to. You gonna wish the God you hadn't, right? So I'm not worried about that, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I see in this space. I see a lot of different factions who are just godless, right? They have rejected Christ. And so they say, instead, no, bump all that, come and tithe and pay offerings to me. I will show you the way. And that's why, as long as the space is like that, I'm the space, as long as the people that are the descendants of slaves living in America, as long as they cannot unite under a godhead, right? As long as they can't do that, there will always be this level of war, this level of dissension and chaos, because you are ignoring the most basic fact of all of human history. You can't fucking do it without one united belief system. You cannot do it. And there has never been in history of any great people or any people that ever came up out of any fucking thing where they did not have a united system of beliefs to operate on. That is insanity to think you're going to ever have any type of fucking uniformity, any type of cohesion without a shared belief system. It doesn't happen. So that's what I see. And when it comes to that, I'm like, okay, I get it. That's the way it is. I accept reality. I'm a pragmatist. I've already made a video. It's called The Locusts Have No King. It's right on my channel right now. Check it out. I said black men will not have a king over them. So that's fine. So we're gonna have to go out and ban. So there's the Angryman ban, there's the Kevin Samuels ban, right? Okay, cool, fine. I'm the type, I'm going to support both the Angryman ban and the Kevin Samuels ban. And nobody's gonna shame me over that at first. Right. So that's how it was for Kevin Samuels at first, right? Now, just to keep it above, and this one thing you got to get Angry Man too. Angry Man never came at Kevin Samuels before this moment. I mean, I have seen clips where he definitely, if he has something to get off his chest, he got off his chest. But he never came at Kevin Samuels like he did on this last video. So, yeah, obviously, you could tell from watching Angry Man's stream that there's a lot that he has not said out of respect and out of not wanting to. He even said is not wanting to, give that appearance, the appearance that he was hating on another black man or on operating on like a crab mentality. That alone, I respect Angry Man. You can tell by what all he had to get off his chest that there's a lot that he could have been said that he didn't say. My thing with Kevin Samuels is, protect him at all costs until he breaks through, until he gets to that point where now he's good. Then, you don't have to be so dogmatic in your protection of him. And for me, that happened a long time ago. That happened once. I ain't gonna lie, that happened before the 1 million. When and in spite of everything, he still was getting invited on Button and T.I. and Tasha K and all. I was like, okay, he is secure now. Now you can have legitimate criticism. I still think criticism about Kevin Samuels' sexuality is just like, I mean, I get it, but it's like, bruh, like my whole thing about criticizing another black man, this is my thing with black men. What is the number one way that masculine women have kept us in fucking check? That fucking gut check that every masculine woman has given a black man when he got a little tool in his masculine energy. What was it? She called him gay. She called him an F word. So for me, it's like, I have seen black mothers call their sons the F word. Stop acting like an F word. So it's like, bruh, for any black man to call another black man that in an argument or a beef, I always gotta side eye it because that is the woman's number one weapon. It's like I can't overrule you because you're the man and I'm a woman, and you actually starting to realize and take that red pill and awaken and realize you are the man. The only way I can gut check you is to question your sexuality. That's why for me, I could never, ever, ever in any beef, any argument, go there because that's like the lowest of the low to me. Like you on some straight up 304 whole shit to do that. Now with AM, with the anecdote that he relayed, that's different, right? If he felt like somebody was coming at him on that, then he has the right to say, well, I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. Something happened that, at least to me, came off as suspect, right? So that's another thing that, like, yo, can't hate on Angry Man for what he doing or what he did because that's it. He had that experience. I don't know. Like, I love what he said on his follow-up screen. He was like, how you gonna get mad at me for saying something about somebody who I know and had a relationship with in terms of business relationship with, communication with, when you don't know him and he wouldn't know you, he wouldn't be able to pick you out of fucking lineup. So he's right. Like there's personal things there that we can't, get in, but for me, again, I'm looking at it like I totally get and see why and how stuff like this keeps popping off in this space. And to be honest, I don't believe that the black manosphere is dead. That's another thing that I completely disagree with Angryman on. He said in a few videos back, the black manosphere is there. Well, I can tell you one fucking thing, Angryman. I could never create a space and then go around saying it's dead. I would never do no bullshit like that. If you done created a space and you go around saying it's dead, it's almost like you're trying to kill your own child in the crib. Like, no. Even though that child may grow up into a fucking monstrosity, that child may grow up and saying, like, me as a Christian, my child may grow up saying, man, bump Jesus. I ain't believing in no Jesus. And to me, that would be the worst fucking thing in the world. That's still my child. I gave birth to that. In terms of that came from me. I could never claim that something I created is dead. I hope Angryman stop that shit because that's crazy. Because the black manosphere is not dead. The black manosphere, the sphere is not dead. It's not going to die. It's growing. What's happening is, because it's in a growth spurt. Like you're growing ever since you're born, but then at damn puberty, 11, 12, 13, you hit that damn spurt. You start looking awkward as fuck. Your legs is getting long, everything getting stretched out because you're growing, but you ain't packing on, weight with it. So you're looking awkward. You got pimples growing all out of your skin. That's what's happening right now, man. It's like there are pimples. This is just puberty. You haven't been here long enough to understand why some people say it's dead. Okay, I get you, Doug. I get you and he did break it down. He was like, Angryman, he was like, and even the dude who coined the black male collective consciousness. I do get their point. I see you that point, Doug, because you're right. What they were getting at is that it started out being about, just like what that phrase says, the black male collective consciousness. It's black men coming together, sharing this information, because just like me and like a lot of the people I talked to, we didn't know the black manosphere existed. And therefore, we was just like, we just gonna be lone wolves because this whole world is crazy. All these dudes, simps and blind and blue pill. Then you realize like, oh shit, there's a whole group of men online who are like-minded in terms of that red pill, methodology. Okay, cool. That's that red pill worldview, right? Okay, cool. And what they're saying is that it has gone from that into all these women now in the spaces, until also the biggest thing for me is the selling of your own people. I mean, what I see of the black manosphere, I see that point to you, Doug, because this is one thing I see too. From what I see, what I gather from the history of it, is that that's what it started out being. That's why I came into it. If you see my early videos, I say, yo, I love this space. It's black men sharing this information to help each other. And then the more I'm here, I actually used to believe all the content creators had their own day jobs, and then they would just stream as like their hobby to do this. They would take in their spare time, they would create content. Because again, that's the biblical perspective. The biblical perspective is you don't ever just start living off of the gospel, off the ministry. You always work. And if you collect anything, it's to then put together and put aside to help the poor. For instance, there shouldn't be a situation where somebody feel like they got to delete themselves and their girlfriend and their wife. Because if the black manosphere was instead had an account that we all sent money to, and then if a brother falls on hard times, he can go and pull in the application and say like, yo, I need help on my rent this month. All right, well, we got this much in the exchequer. All right, bro, we reviewed your situation. We know you've been in the space. You've been donating. Here you go. That's what it should be. And if it's not that, and that's what it was intended to be, I get that point. Okay. In time, you will see circular arguments, resets of talking points, backstabbing, selling out for views, subs, and money. I agree. It will become a love-hate relationship with the spirit. I totally agree, Doug. And that's what you say in time, Doug. I see it that way now. I'm like, bruh. And that's the point I'm getting at. And it's like, I'm not even surprised because we don't have a united belief system. If you cannot come together, and it's like, let's say it ain't Christ. And okay, let's just say all black men, my bad, I hope y'all hear my son in the background, he's playing. But let's say all black men, yo, this is what, we're not going to disrespect each other. We're not going to steal each other content without attribution. We're going to give the credit for where it's due. It's like one thing I got to give Tommy Sotomayor, he's seeming real vindicated right now, bro. Tommy Sotomayor is seeming very vindicated. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be transparent. Back when Tommy Sotomayor was like, "Yo, this is crazy. This man is stealing all this stuff from me." I was like, "Bro, you don't own these ideas. Like, let it go. Like, okay, he blew up. Let him blow up, and then he gonna reach back and lift y'all up too." I mean, in one way, that has happened. That people like me found the space through him, and then came and started fucking tipping, just fucking making it rain on different channels. So that in one way has happened. But I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting him to kind of, maybe do, reach back and really like maybe like say, all right, yo, I'm starting this second channel for all my subscribers. This is gonna be my more red pill type channel. I know that's not for a lot of y'all, but hey, our first video, I'm gonna do a one-on-one. The gentleman name, Angryman. This gentleman name, whatever. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a one-on-one. That's what I was hoping and believing was eventually gonna happen, and it didn't happen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't completely fault Kevin Samuels because it's like, bro, I've been so many times in space where I found a channel, I'll be like, oh, this dude talking some real shit. I'll start like, don't let him be like, yeah, man, this dude cool. And it's like that same person will then kind of start being funny toward me. I'd be like, dude, but what? I ain't did shit to you. I ain't said nothing. All I do is support you. Like, why you like acting a little funny? You send a cash out, they don't read it. You send another one, they don't read it, but they reading the one right before yours and one right after yours, so they seeing it. It's like, well, I ain't did nothing, bro. Why you ain't reading the cash out? So I do see that kind of snake. It's a definitely a kind of snake environment, man. Egos want to be, bro. Duh. I mean, it's like I literally in my video called Crab Mentality and Black Men, it was my episode 2 of my podcast. I'm like, bro, the level of egos in this space, bro. The level of egos, just like it's like there, and that's another thing because people have rejected Christ. Christ is the one who tells you, yo, don't never get too big for your fucking britches. Always understand you can lose it all. And God is the type of guy who will take it from you to show you like, oh, you getting a little too big for your britches. All right, let me sit down. Let me get that back. Let you like, grovel and be humble for a little bit. So that next time when I give it to you, you don't, get the big head. But you're right, bro. It's like everybody is like, they're like celebrities and yes, Lord, short-term thinking. It's like, that's another thing I said in my Crab Mentality video. In the Locust Have No Kings video. Play chess, bro. It's all about long term. Think about the long term. Play chess. And I'm not gonna lie, full disclosure. With me, when I noticed like, oh man, Kevin Samuels not really like reaching back. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't blame him. Like I said, I was in the chat when Kevin Samuels shouted out Ramil Amir. And I want to say a few days later, the glitch gate thing happened with the dude in the bed. And Ramil did a whole stream on, and I was like, bruh, how you gonna do a stream on this man like that when this man called you out of a crowd, a chat of 20,000 people? So it's like, if you reach out to somebody like that, like, I don't blame him for like, if I shout you out, right, just to like test the waters, I don't want to bring up somebody on a platform and then they're gonna turn around and then try to come for me, right? Trojan horse type shit. Snake, Satan, Judas type shit. Let me just shout them out and see what they say. You shout that person out to see how they react to it, and they like, I was on Ramil's stream after that. Ramil was like, yeah, I heard KS shouting me out. Okay, that's cool. Hey, shit, I'm doing the damn thing. Then like a few days later, you doing the Glitchgate stream. If I was Kevin Samuels, I would be like, yo, I can't rock with this. I can shout this dude out, and he'll turn around to make that quick buck. Maybe not to make the big quick buck, right? I don't know what Ramil's intentions were with that stream he did on it, but he had a lot of people in the building. He had a lot of people super chatting, right? So he definitely profited off his Glitchgate stream. Everybody did. That glitch thing was huge, right? But it's like, to a certain extent, I can see why it's like, yo, if I'm trying to play chess, how am I going to even like, I can't blame. I think Kevin Samuels is playing chess, but I think that a lot of these other dudes aren't, like it only has been a year since Kevin Samuels blew up, and there are a lot of people out there now putting out his business about, different, things that he's now satisfied here recently. But that they want to poke fun at Kevin Samuels over that. But it's like what that shows you is that it's only been a few months that the dude has been able to really start getting things in order. And we as black men love to shame each other. Yeah, exactly, Doug, exactly. But it's like, bro, it's like we trying to shame each other, for having troubles in life. And that's another huge thing that I cannot rock with Angry Man on when Angry Man be like, calling black men broke and shit like that. I get it. He be responding to people who coming at him because they be like, yo, how you gonna try to brag about you got a brand new car and you ain't put nothing down on? That's the stupidest thing you can do financially. And then he gonna respond, nigga, you broke. What you got? I totally get it. For me, I just be like on the outside looking in, like, bro, we don't want to be out here. Like, everyone is here for the fame and view. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And that's me, dog. That's why you notice I keep a job. I don't have a cash app. The only reason why I have a cash app is to cash out other content creators that and to send money to my family and shit like that. You'll never see me post a cash app on any video anywhere on any platform. If I ever made money off this channel, it would be because so many people watch my videos that YouTube has monetized it and they selling ads. And by the way, me being on this platform, YouTube has said I can sell ads on your video whether you like it or not. So by me engaging on this platform, I accept that. So if they gonna make money off it, if one day I get ads, I will take that money. But I'm so far away from that. You know how many views you gotta get? That many people aren't even interested in the truth. That many people are not interested in Christ. I'm well secure. I'm guaranteed to never make money off YouTube. But I agree, duh. It's all about money, bro. It's all about money. And even in this present situation, it's about money. Because it's like, if you have come up with a lot of ideas and phrases and now other people are using it, are not attributing it to you, but they blowing up, well, on a business level, that is, that is unethical. That's fucked up. When some channels start getting views and more money, they start changing their core. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first came on Kevin Samuels, man, and that average at best, he would be like, bitch, get off my phone. And then he started, he started becoming more mainstream. It's just like the music industry, bro. Like, those artists, when they first starting out, they so real and raw. Their music is just so pure, the lyrics. And then, they start blowing up and it gets more and more commercial, more and more watered down. And it's why. That's why it's called selling your soul. It's like you're watering it down, you're tapering it to make more money. And now to a man who says, yo, YouTube is business for me, I cannot hate on that. To me, Bernard Riley is the standard in terms of making YouTube a business because Bernard Riley is independently straight. I don't know his personal life, but he obviously is not somebody struggling, right? So he can do YouTube as a business and it can take a few years and he gonna be fine because he not living check to check, right? That type of dude I have the most respect for. And that's why, when it comes to people trying to like stunt and act like they got all this and that, but you always saying black men don't support each other. Black men, come on, support. It's like the content, if you're going to look at the biggest YouTubers who blew up, you will never see in any of their videos them saying, guys, come on, donate to my channel. You'll never see that with those white YouTubers. And people like to say, oh, they don't do that because they don't have to say it because they automatically support. No, their followers don't. What their followers will do is watch, like, and share. Because that's what the bigger content creators who blew up, that's what they realized. I don't need to ask you for money. If you like and watch and share, it is going to tell the algorithm to send it out and send it out and send it out. The more people watching it, I will get bigger and bigger AdSense dollars. I don't need to ask you for money. And it's like, bro, if you keep asking me for money, you sound like a fucking that damn prosperity gospel preacher. You sound like one of those preachers who are like, donate to God and God will turn around and bless you. It's like, fuck out of here. See, that's where it gets confusing. Some men start off saying they're here for the betterment of men, and then they will get money. Exactly. The other men start coming for that. And I don't blame them for that, right? If you come in saying it's about the betterment of men, and now you changing it up, yo, you can. I think that men who come after men who behave like that are totally justified. Not only justified, they're in their masculine. Because masculinity checks bitch shit. It checks snake shit. But it's like you can't check snake shit if you on the snake shit too. Like nobody can be on the snake shit if you're gonna check the snake shit. And while it's like I look at it, there are different classes. There are content creators where it's about business. And that's why I say to me, when it comes to that, Bernard Riley is above Kevin Samuels, the lead attorney, and Angryman. Because Bernard Riley, this is a business. I'm going to treat it like a business. I'm going to invest in it. I'm not going to be out here asking nobody for nothing. If you like it, support. If you don't, cool. And Bernard Riley is thankful for his support. You know, that's another thing. It's like Kevin Samuels got to that point. He was so damn big. You can get him $5, you can get him $1,000 live stream. He won't even acknowledge you. It's like, bro, that's people hard-earned money, bro. Starts off for minute empowerment, then turns to money. Exactly. And see, that's the thing. Like, from what I see, there are men who have stuck to that. It's about men, and there are men. It's about the betterment and the empowerment of men. And there are men who are like, no, it's business. It's always been business for me, and I'm gonna treat it like that. If that person who says like somebody like the lead attorney tells you I was an attorney, I saw like, whoa, I can make this YouTube thing. Like there's money, there's business in this YouTube thing. And he approached it like a business. As a businessman, how can you have any qualms against somebody saying, well, I'm gonna approach this YouTube thing like a business, right? Somebody, lead attorney isn't even Black Manosphere, really, right? I mean, he's kind of adjacent, but he's not really, you know. But you know, at the same time, I'm sure he gets a lot of views and a lot of dollars from those who watch in this space as well. But in terms of like, that's integrity to me. I said, lead attorney of Super Chat said, we need more men of integrity. What I meant is because you do what you say. You came into this space saying it's about business. You even made your space devoted to helping other content creators, you know, make it business as well. Successfully transition this into a business, right? How can I have qualms against you? But if it's somebody else saying, yo, it's about Black men, and it's about helping Black men, but at the same time, it's like, yo, give me your money. Send me your money. You round here broke. Why you round here broke? I'm doing good. It's like, bro, Angryman had a damn stream the other day where he said, if you ain't making 6 figures, that's why your woman won't be. Hey, I damn near fell out the chair. The big 3 AM is still consistent. O'Shea platform have changed. Obsidian is always switching. Yeah, Obsidian switch up a lot. I don't know the history of it, but just in the time and watching Obsidian, it's like I think that's his. I honestly think that's his kind of like. I think that's Obsidian's kind of like MO. Like, you know, I'm gonna hit you with this, and I'll turn right back around and hit you with that. And if that's his, like, you know, if that's his MO, I guess you could say, that's his like strategy is a better word. I get it. It's not for me though. I gotta have some consistency. I love, you know, O'Shea. Ever since I've known O'Shea has been celebrity junk and sprinkling in and doing it from the perspective of Black men. So to me, O'Shea has been consistent, but I know there have been years of O'Shea before where it wasn't celebrity junk. So I can't judge that. All those videos have been taken down. I can see no videos of O'Shea not being celebrity junk. So I don't, but I know that people who say they saw him in the beginning, they say that he has changed a lot. So I can't comment on that. I wasn't there, but if he has, he falls into that too. I don't know AM from the beginning, Angryman from the beginning. From the moment I discovered Angryman, he was who he is right now. And all of the old videos I can find of Angryman, he was who he is right now. If he was something else before this, I don't know it. I don't see it. From what I see, it's always, Angryman has always been what he is. My whole thing is like, when it comes to like business, like in a business, businesses don't ask for money. You know, so it's like if it's a business, businesses make a product and they make the product so good, people are going to buy it. That's what businesses do. Businesses don't say donate to me so that, you know, I can make more money and then call it a business. No, a business is I make this product, buy it. And I believe that Angryman does that in terms of his product that he makes is his content, right? He makes his content. He says, support it, buy it. There's no like, fee that you can pay per video. So here, support every video, support this content. I get it. But for me, it's not about Angryman when I made that comment. It's about a lot of brothers in this space who try to treat streaming on YouTube as a business but it's all crowd funded. It's a crowd funded business, and then that's fine even in and of itself. But then you can't then be a crowd-funded business and call those people listening to you, broke and not businessmen. It's like, or try to talk down on the regular 9 to 5 dude. Fuck out of here. Like, you don't talk down on the regular 9 to 5 dude, you don't get this work. Because I'm a regular 9 to 5 dude. The thing with Obsidian, his switching up becomes contradictory. It does. To his previous talking point, it does. And then tries to act like he never had those talking points. Yeah, like I said, I don't know the full history of Obsidian, but because from what I understand, Obsidian has been here since the beginning almost. So, but there are times when he will do that. Like I said, I can't tell if it's a strategy, to really engage people, to really get people because sometimes if you can get really frustrated, you'll pay attention. So it may be something like that. O'Shea was more like Bernard's model, more interviews, the Hall of Game, RC, the Brother Pill, and the Rumble. I heard about the Rumble. He has put on a lot of brothers he was streaming daily. Okay, I see. And I definitely have heard that from everybody. Even Kevin Samuels, I want to say, said O'Shea put him on. So, yeah. And like I said, I came in when he was doing what he's doing now. He's been very consistent to me, O'Shea has. But yeah, man, that's my only thing is I don't be talking on the regular brothers just because we ain't sitting around on ass streaming. No, you can sit on ass and you can make good money. And a la vista and Chavez to you. Shout out Martin Lawrence. No, you can sit on ass and stream and make good money. Great. Don't you dare fucking try to talk about men who get up, fucking work hard on a fucking corporate job or they blue collar job, whatever the fuck it is. Be sounding like straight up hoes. These dudes around here sound like straight up hoes trying to talk down on hard working men when they sitting on ass streaming. Fuck out of here. I've seen it goes with the money. That's his strategy. It seems, I don't know, it definitely seems like what he's doing is he's trying to find a sweet spot to hit it, and this is just my perspective, my opinion. I agree with you. It seems like that's what he's trying to do. And if that's your only source of income, I can't fault you, right? One thing we got to say about Obsidian is he's very transparent, right? Obsidian will tell you this space is about entertainment. Now, I understand men who are like, well, it was never that way before, but he says it now. How I am conducting shows now is how he has always been. Okay, cool. And he seems that way. He seems very consistent to me. Again, my only thing with Angryman is with that whole, like talking down on regular men. It's like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? That's exactly what these shit, to be honest, that's in a way, that's what Kevin Samuels says, according to some people. I never saw Kevin Samuels' message as that. You have to have these 6 figures. But it's like a lot of people see Kevin Samuels' message as that. And that's why when Angryman said that the other day, like, bro, I was like, bro, can I ever send this dude another super chat? If he's going to be on that, but I'll still send him another super chat. So I got over it. That's the thing you'll have with these different, as a new person in this space, I just had to learn. One day you will love a content creator. They'll be spitting facts. You'll be typing, you preaching in the chat. You'll be super chat, bro, you preaching. And the next day they'll say something so completely off the fucking wall. You'll be like, whoa. So it's just like, it's a learning lesson, man. It is. It's a constant learning lesson. It's never boring. But to wrap it up, that's what I see as happening right now. I just see that the manosphere is going through puberty. It is not dead. It is not dying. It's breaking out with pimples and zits all over because that testosterone hormone starting to kick in. His knees are a little wobbly. It's looking a little gangly and lanky because it's starting to grow and stretch out. And so it's going to look a little, let's keep it above, bro. We look like, oh, salute, Alfonso. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I like to get everybody. Oh, duh. Do you have a wrench? I like to get everybody a wrench. How do I give people a wrench? If you don't have a wrench, I'm going to go in and make you a wrench. I like to get everybody a wrench. My rule is everybody will have a wrench on my channel except women, and then you will have to lose your wrench. No woman will be given wrenches on this channel. That includes Jessica X. That includes the lovely lady RM, the lovely ladies RM and Gail. If they ever were to come here, I love them to death, but my rule is no one will have a wrench other than men, and then men can lose their wrenches. Women will not have wrenches. What will happen is we will protect the woman because that is what men do, masculinity. Women won't need wrenches because we are never going to allow anybody to time them out or harass them or silence them. And if we see that, we will take that shit away. Yeah, bro, exactly. That's what I'm getting at, bro. But yeah, man, the manosphere is just going through fucking growing pains, bro. That's all it is. It will be fine. It will shake out. And what happened after you get out of fucking puberty? Next thing you know, you the finest nigga on the planet. No homo. Pause. Well, you couldn't tell me nothing once that puberty ran its course. And now I finally got hair on my dick. Bro, you can't tell hair up under my arm. I'm gonna go on facial hair. You can't tell me nothing. And that's what's gonna happen with the manosphere one day, man. Once we get through this puberty phase. But I thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for listening and joining and chatting. Doug, if you don't have a wrench, I'm gonna give you one now as soon as I get off the phone here, man. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank y'all so much for supporting. The sphere is a great place, but it's a waste of its potential. What better line? What better line to end this thing with, bro? Salute.